Soirée des bannières Expos Fest Retirement Jersey Ceremony.
Alors, nous allons amorcer cette cérémonie. Pour honorer maintenant Charles Bronfman, j'inviterai Rodger Brulotte à venir nous rejoindre sur scène, s'il vous plaît, Rodger.
Bonsoir, bonsoir. Remember pictures later on, just to make sure. C'est un grand plaisir d'être ici ce soir. On va honorer des grands des Expos. What a great evening. We're going to honor our great Expo players and management, which is such a pleasure. We're starting off with the guy who believed in the Expos. Celui qui nous a donné la chance de vivre. C'est le meilleur joueur autonome qu'on a jamais eu. Et c'est une personne avec un cœur incroyable. He was there in '68 when we needed owners, and he did a heck of a job. And for the players, for him, they were his family, and still today. En rendant hommage à un grand, let's honor a great, great Quebecer, Canadian, and especially Expos, Mr. Charles Bronfman.
Et pour accepter le prix au nom de Charles Bronfman, on inviterait donc Terry Mosher à accepter le prix au nom de Charles Bronfman.
I'm accepting this for Charles Bronfman. J'ai reçu un courriel hier soir de Charles. Il a dit deux choses. Vive les Expos and go Habs go.
Mesdames et messieurs, le prochain, lorsqu'on parle de quelqu'un de fierté, first homegrown Quebecer to play for the Expos, was at the All-Star game with the Astros in the 60s, a participé au match des étoiles, avait établi une marque comme releveur, et lorsqu'on parle de quelqu'un qui a les Expos à cœur et qui est là tous les jours pour aider les jeunes, let's welcome. He was here at Jerry Park in the month of May in 69, and he's never left the Expos ever since. Accueillons, let's welcome Claude Raymond. Français, c'est lui qui a effectué le dernier lancer au Stade olympique. The last day of the Expos in Montreal, he was the last one on the mound to throw. But in our hearts, Claude, you've always been there. Congratulations.
Je voudrais vous remercier tout le monde pour tout l'amour que vous m'avez donné, toute l'affection que vous m'avez donnée. Je suis tellement fier de vous autres. I'm so proud of being a guy from the province of Quebec, and thank you for everything you did for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Merci beaucoup à Rodger Brulotte. J'inviterai maintenant sur scène pour honorer un des grands releveurs de l'histoire des Expos. Please welcome Rich Griffin. Rich.
Merci et bonsoir. Un gros merci à Perry et son équipe pour leur travail exceptionnel. Thank you to Perry for the hard work that he and his team have put in tonight. Maintenant, j'ai le plaisir de vous présenter un homme, peut-être le meilleur lanceur de relève des années 80. I now have the honor to present to you clearly the best relief pitcher in baseball in the decade of the 80s. A man whose nickname was Terminator well before the Terminator in Toronto, who was actually just a Missouri wheat farmer. This man should be considered by the Veterans Committee of the Hall of Fame with the emergence of relief pitching as being so essential to winning baseball teams. Looking back at Jeff Reardon, he should be in the Hall along with Jacques Doucette. He's a man of few words and many saves. Jeff?
He told me to make a quick word. Don't worry. I'm not much of a speaker, but there's a couple of people I really want to thank for, of course, Perry G. for this honor. You know, I played with 7 teams and kind of hard to have your number retired or whatever, but I thank him and the foundation. What a great job they did. Then getting traded to the Expos was probably the happiest day of my life in Major Leagues. I was with the last place Mets. So I have to say thank you to two people ain't with us, John McHale and Jim Fanning. John got me in a trade, and Jim Fanning was a person that made me the closer I wanted to be, and I kept that job for many, many years. And also the fans, 40,000 strong. When I came here, there's no reason why they shouldn't have a team again. Thank you.
Jeff Reardon, mesdames, messieurs. J'inviterai Sandy Carter sur scène, s'il vous plaît. Madame Carter.
Bonsoir. Mes amis Canadians. Sorry, I botched it. Gary and I always loved Montreal, and coming back here has been unbelievable. And I know he's here in heart too. But this is about Steve, the ace. The two of them were quite the twosome. And I think for, 2 decades? Yeah. And holding every record there is for starting pitchers with the Expos. So I'm very proud and honored to be able to pass this honor to him. 45 will be on hold forever, and you deserve it. It's well deserved. So.
Mesdames, messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, le numéro 45, number 45, Steve Rodgers.
Thank you very much. It's indeed an honor, and I want to make sure to thank all of you and for simply supporting the foundation for the Kat Demes Pavilion. It's a great cause, and it's an honor to be here. And I've had this honor a few times to be here amongst all the people supporting that. But tonight's extra special, and I thank you for the honor that's being bestowed. The Expos Fest and reached out, and this is something, of course, everybody would love to be able to have their number retired. I never expected it. I don't know any of us up here expect it, but it is certainly heartfelt when I say thank you. And I would be remiss to also not mention that it's great to see this many Expos fans in the same spot as the, it's always fun. I think somebody mentioned, I think Jeff mentioned about 40,000. I mean, we had 50 plus many times, and those were the great days, and those are the days I remember about Montreal. And with that, I would just like to say thank you for everybody, and Perry G, you're the master. Take care.
Yeah. Steve Rodgers, mesdames, messieurs. Now, let's welcome on the stage Mitch Melnick. Mitch.
Merci, mes amis. Mes amis, ça va? Can you all hear in the back? Everybody here? I guess we're doing this in alphabetical order. I want to get this right. So, Mark, can you please hold the mic for just a minute? By the way, I'm not nervous being up here. I do suffer from tremors. I got 3 good years left of eating soup. Darren Fletcher was 27, Cliff Floyd 21, Mike Lansing 26, Will Cordero 22, Moises Alou 27, Marquise Grissom 27, Rondell White 22, Ken Hill was 28, Pedro Martinez was 22, Butch Henry was 25, Kirk Reeder was 23, Mel Rojas 27, Jeff Shaw 27, John Wetland 27, Tim Scott 27, Larry Walker 27. I've been fortunate enough doing what I have done for about 50 years to see dynasties in this city. The Canadians of the late 50s, the Canadians of the 60s with Yvan Cournoyer. They won 4 and 5 years, separated only by the Leafs in 67. And of course, the Canadians in the 70s that won 4 in a row, 6 in the decade in the 70s. But I truly believe in my heart, as good a team as this city has ever had was the 1994 Montreal Expos. They were the coolest team in sports. They were managed by the perfect manager in this city at this time, and the best, in my opinion, the best and smartest player on that 94 Expos team also happened to be a proud Canadian, and he brought that hockey mentality to the baseball field. Larry Walker.
Merci beaucoup. That's it. That's all I got for French. I didn't know where I was going to go when I came up here to speak, but the Tragically Hip were just on saying congratulations to me, and that's pretty neat. You know, I'm a big music geek, and I was talking to somebody yesterday about some neat concerts. How I went and saw Plant and Page, Robert Plant and Jimmy Page, at Fiddler's Green in Denver one year, and I only saw half their show because the Tragically Hip opened up for the Plant and Page, and I sat backstage with the Tragically Hip for way too long, but had a great time. So, great Canadian band, so that was pretty cool, amongst Fergie being there as well. But awesome being here. Awesome that the ovation that Perry and his family got when they got announced up on the stage. That was awesome. Very respectful for the work and time that they put in to make all this happen. So it's very honorable for that. I'm not standing up here. I'm not getting a number retired. None of that happens if I don't sign a contract in 1984 with the Montreal Expos. So the scout that came out, Bob Rogers, that I inked that multi-million-dollar deal for $1,500, which was a lot of money for a little kid back then. So having him come out and Jim Fanning pushing for me to be part of this organization and part of this city for the years that I was really cool. So I'll finish by saying we get all these, you guys clap for us and do all this applauding, and we love it and we're honored, but the applause goes to all you for spending the money to come out here and help raise the money for this foundation, for the Kat Demes Foundation. So thank you all very much.
All right. Yeah, 94. Who knows, right? We know how great they were. Team of the 80s. How about the team of the 80s? 1981, the only postseason, unfortunately. Best pitcher down the stretch of the 1981 season was Steve Rogers. It happened to be Tim Wallach's rookie year. We thought there was going to be a lot more postseason appearances. It's a shame. Bill James, I believe, should be in the Hall of Fame as a builder. He was the inventor, basically, of sabermetrics in baseball, which has led, unfortunately, to the over-reliance on analytics. But he was a big Tim Wallach fan, and he pointed out that if Tim had been to the postseason a couple of times, people across the baseball world would have seen a kind of like a Brooks Robinson, Greg Nettles light. Any pitcher will tell you what Tim Wallach meant. He was a vacuum at third base. He inherited the best third baseman in the National League title from Mike Schmidt. There was this belief that Tim was California cool and laid back, but I can guarantee you there's some tees and batting cages that used to be underneath the stands at Olympic Stadium that still wear bandages in storage somewhere. He's incredibly competitive, should have been a major league manager, had great power. In fact, playing at Olympic Stadium before they put the roof on probably suppressed his home run totals like a lot of power hitters. Without question, the best third baseman in franchise history, and a true leader, the first captain in the history of the Montreal Expos. Ladies and gentlemen, the second great number 29 that sports fans in this city had a chance to appreciate all those years, Mr. Tim Wallach.
Bonsoir, comment allez-vous? It's great to be here. First of all, I want to thank Perry and the Alouettes for this great honor, but I know we're being honored here tonight, and as I think a lot of other guys have said, Kat Demes and her work with Perry for this pavilion for the kids, it's all about the kids. And all of you are the ones that should be being honored for what you do to support that. I've got 7 grandkids now, and they're all 7 and under, so I can't imagine what some families go through. It just breaks my heart when I think about it, but what a great thing. And Perry, thank you for continuing to text me and push me to get out here. It's great to be back. It's been a long time since I've been here, and my wife and I have so many great memories and friends but from being here, along with some family friends that I got to see today that I haven't seen in a long time. And it's been really great to be back. So thank you all very much.
Tim Wallach, mesdames, messieurs. Merci à Mitch Melnick. On poursuit. J'invite maintenant sur scène Benoît Rioux.
Merci, Marc. Juste avant de présenter le prochain, j'aimerais prendre le temps de faire une petite parenthèse, pas dans le pacing, mais juste prendre le temps de saluer le travail de Perry puis toute son équipe pour la belle soirée. Perry, Vula, Dina, Peter, the other Peter, all the Peters in the world, James, Frank, Tony, everybody, chapeau. Plus de 2 millions de dollars amassés, vous faites la différence. Perry, t'es mon pinch runner. Et si ton jersey est retiré, je suis sûr qu'un jour ce sera le numéro 1. You're the best. Maintenant, pour le prochain intronisé, c'est un réel honneur pour moi de le présenter. A real honor for me to introduce this player. José, I met you and your beautiful wife, Annette, for the first time during the softball tour of Expos Fest. Before each game, you asked me if I would like to pitch and catch with you. During this warm-up, you also warmed my heart. Because when someone asks another to pitch and catch, he tell him, I love you. Jose, I love you too, man. And also your beautiful wife, Annette. 3 times All-Star, Silver Slugger, a great player, and even more, a great person. Well-deserved, Jose. The number 3, José Vidro.
I think I love you more than my wife. Oh my God, thank you very much. I'm so excited to be here. Truly, truly an epic night. Perry, family, all the sponsors, everyone for being here. Thank you for making this night so beautiful. I really want to say thank you to all the fans. You were always really, really good to me. My teammates, some of them are here. Vladdy was awesome hitting in front of you. I get a lot of fastballs. Wow. My wife, I love you. Felipe, thank you. Thank you very much. My respects. Montreal always makes me feel at home, so I'm very excited to be here. Thank you very much.
Alors, le prochain. En français, quand une personne très importante, on dit qu'il se passe de présentation. But in this case, not only it needed presentation, but it has to be in 3 different languages. Tratemos de hablar español. Vladimir, gracias por estar aquí. Montreal siempre será la casa, tu casa. Hablamos el mismo idioma, el del béisbol. On peut dire circuit. We can say home run. Podemos decir placata. Le numéro 27, el número 27, Vladimir Guerrero.
Muchas gracias, me siento contento. Volví otra vez a Montreal, duré muchos años sin venir, ha estado mucho, siempre juntos, filmando, donde nos podemos ver. Y gracias a Felipe Rosaló, que fue mi primer manager, que me trató como si fuera su hijo o su hijo segundo que llegó a Grande Liga. Y como me dijo el compadre mío, Vidro, uno que trata de que Dios siempre nos dé vida y salud para seguir viviendo aquí, ayudar a niños. Venía a que quería ayudar aquí en Montreal. Ahora mi hijo se lo va a decir en inglés.
First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone for being here. I'm very glad and grateful to be here. I want to thank the team and the sports for bringing me here. I know I haven't been back in a while, and I'm super happy to be back, and I'm super glad to be here. And be and see the help that we do for all the kids. I want to thank my Felipe for always calling me one of his kids. Really appreciate it. And I want to thank everyone for being here. That's all.